We were worshiping and I just thought back. I'm not gonna cry. Probably will cry. Warning. Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome to another daily vlog. If you're new, my name is Jess. I vlog every single day over here on my YouTube channel. If you're not new, welcome back. So today is the big day, you guys. It's launch day. We have waited so long for today. Our campus, my husband's a pastor, our campus launches today. So this is like the big ceremony, I guess you could call it, or just, I mean, we've been having service obviously, but this is like the official launch. So we're really excited. We have a lot going on today. So we're just finishing up getting everybody ready. We're gonna head to the church. We've got to do some prep for the lunch after church this morning, get the coffee all set up, and just make sure everything's good to go for service. We're gonna have service our regular time at 10:30. And then after that, we're gonna have a lunch. And then after that, we have our launch service at 3 p.m. So we're gonna be at church all day. We're probably gonna get home 5 or after. So I'm trying to make sure we have plenty of snacks, the kids' Kindles and books or whatever they need to keep themselves occupied. On the worst news, my back still really hurts. It's so annoying. I've had like 3 days of back pain. And I have muscle relaxers, but they make me tired. So now I'm trying to decide, do I want to hurt or do I want to be sleepy? Don't really want to be either, but it really hurts. It really hurts to like stand up straight. I'm like hunched over. So I think I'm going to go ahead and take another one. It doesn't make me, thankfully the last few days, it hasn't made me too bad tired, but I've taken them and gone to bed and, shortly thereafter. So, I've taken Motrin. It's not doing anything. So I'm going to take one and, hopefully I'll be okay. Let's hope. But I'm just really sore. So we're going to head that way. I don't know how much clips I'm going to be able to get for y'all, but I'll do my very best. And then we'll recap everything that happens and all of that. So my mom and dad are here today. David's mom and dad are here. We're excited to have all of our family here. So stay tuned, you guys. Let's go. Okay, so as you can tell, I did not vlog any of that. But I have a lot to tell you guys, and I'm just going to sit here on my bathroom floor, so the lighting's kind of weird, but honestly, it's easier with my back hurting to sit on the floor where it's like really like sturdy and like my back's at a right angle than sit in like a chair or like a soft bed. So I'm sitting here talking to y'all. It was an incredible day. So, hello. Take that. Can you take that to daddy? Okay. I love how kids will walk right past their father and find their mother to open something. Anyway, it was such a good day. So we had morning service and then we had the lunch. So before the morning service, Mom helped me so much put all the sandwiches together, make trays of veggies and fruits, and Mom made these beautiful table decorations out of basically nothing. Like, she got leaves from our plants outside and some of the neighbors' crepe myrtles, I think is what they were, she cut. Actually, they're like right on they're like half theirs, half ours. They're like right in the middle of our property. And then some daisies that she bought, and she made these beautiful centerpieces out of it cost like pennies. And so she made those. We just got everything ready before church. Then we had church, which was a great service. I actually ran sound for it. I didn't run sound. Dave was like, can you go upstairs to media? I'm like, I can go do media. I cannot do sound. I do not know how to work that soundboard. I can click the words to the media. I used to do media for David when we were first married, and it's basically doing like the worship slides and putting on the screen the words of the songs and all that. But I used to do that when we were first married. It brought back a lot of memories. I like being up there. And then after service, we had the luncheon. We had plenty of food. We have a lot of food left. But it was so good. Everything came out great. Everybody enjoyed it. Everybody could not believe our building. All the people who were there who hadn't seen it, just, like the night and day difference of the last few months is just insane. Anyway, at 3 o'clock, we had our launch service, and Lucy was in service. She sat with her friends. but Mom kept Mark and Nate in the special needs room, which freed me up. I really appreciate that. She missed the service, but she allowed me to be in there. And it was just so good. It was just so we were just blown away. They, prayed for our team, and a very powerful message. And we all are just so excited about what God's going to do in this church. And as I was sitting there, like, thinking about everything, we were worshiping, and I just thought back. I'm not going to cry. Probably will cry. Warning. I just thought back to January when I sat down and told you guys that David had lost his job. And we just felt so hopeless. We just felt, or David, I'm not going to speak for him. I felt like, God, do you see? Like, our lives are in your hands, and we're trying to do this for you. And, why in the world would he lose his job right now? Why are we having to uproot our family? Like, we felt so much like God didn't see us, or we didn't matter to him. And I remember just those few weeks of just like, I would go to Walmart and walk around, and I would just felt so numb. I just felt so alone, honestly. And now looking back and seeing how God worked it out, and how God allowed all of that stuff to happen, because this is the place we're supposed to be. And, the guy who spoke today was the superintendent of the whole state of Arkansas in our denomination. And he told David that we were 100% the right people to be leading this church. And he just felt it. And, so many people have prayed for us and said, like, they felt like in all the roles we've had, we've been trying to fit into the right clothes or the right glove or whatever. And we haven't, because of whatever reason, but everywhere we've been has brought us to this moment. And now this is where we're supposed to be, and it is the right fit, and it feels so good. And I'm just blown away. In January, y'all, I sat here on a video and I told you guys, like I said, I don't know what God's doing, but he's got us. But in the back of my head, I believe that 100%. But in the back of my head, I still felt like, I hope you have us, God. Because I did not see this coming. And how is it going to work out? Like, all of the logistics. There was no way in my mind I could work it out. The logistics of moving the kids at the end of the year and selling our house and buying a house, and how's it going to work out? And how are we not going to be home? We're going to be homeless for a while. We're going to be missing paychecks and all of this. God was so faithful. We did not miss one paycheck. Like, how does that ever happen to anyone when they lose their job? We didn't miss one paycheck. God provided time and time and time again. The way he worked out our move, the way he has worked out the team that we have at the church. I just feel like he's putting together this big puzzle. And when we're looking back, we see what he's doing, why we went through the time we went through. But in the moment, you just feel like, God, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And, this is why, because we needed to be here at this moment. Like, I just feel that so strongly. Like, I just feel blown away. And so I thank you guys for being here. And so many of you guys have been praying for us, and we're praying when I made that announcement video. And, I've been vlogging every day, and you've seen the ups and downs. I've cried to y'all. We've celebrated together, and all in between. I just want to say thank you for being here, and thank you. And I hope you can see God's goodness in the situation, and how even the bad stuff of our life that happens, God works it for his good. I don't believe God causes the bad things, but he allows them and he works them out. And so I just stand so amazed, and I feel so blessed. And, I'm not saying our life will be perfect and we won't have any more, ups and downs, because we will. But I just feel like we're finally at the place that we needed to be all along. And if we had just gone straight here, we've been married 14 years. We've been in the ministry 14 years. We've been through churches. We've been through jobs, and it's been hard. but we've learned so much along the way. And I think if we just jumped right here, we wouldn't appreciate the journey that we've been on. And as they were praying for our team and they prayed for me, and I think it was the superintendent that prayed, and he just said, I just feel like you're weary. And I believe that God is going to give you rest. And I have felt so weary. I think it's just, we've been through so much. We've been through so much this year. And I've tried to be strong. I've tried to be strong for my kids. I don't feel like I've always been strong though. Because I'm a crybaby, but I've tried to like hold it all together. And I do. I know that God, I feel like my word for the rest of this year is just healing. Healing and rest. And that I don't have to be afraid, because I know that God holds the future. And me controlling it and trying to like hold the future doesn't work. But God, it's safe in His hands. So I don't know what you're going through. If you're in the middle of a season where you're like, nothing is making sense, nothing, like, where are you in this? You know, I don't understand, like, this doesn't feel good. You know, like that quote, if it's not good, He's not done. And you just got to keep holding on. And it's hard. It's hard. And the enemy comes in and he wants to say, like, see, like, God doesn't have you. He's forgotten about you. But He hasn't. And the enemy is a liar. And so the whole service, I kept thinking back. I mean, it's not that many months ago, y'all. We're in the same year. It's been less than a year. It's been 8 months. And I just see the faithfulness of God. And if He's faithful for me, He will be faithful to you. He's always the same. That's all He can be, is good. And so if you're in a time right now where you don't see Him, just keep hanging on. He's there. And He will work your situation out for good. And you can trust Him. So anyway, I just feel so proud of our team. We have an amazing team who literally have worked their butts off. They've painted, they've cleaned, they've organized, and blood, sweat, and tears, hours at the church. And I don't know, like, we wouldn't be where we are without them. And I just feel so excited about the future. I just feel so proud to be here. And I just feel amazed. It was such a special day. I am exhausted. I did end up taking that muscle relaxer at like 9 o'clock this morning. And thankfully I didn't get too tired, but I was a little bit, like, it makes me feel kind of like spaced out just a touch. And so my back is still hurting. I think I'm going to take a hot bath and just lay down and try to just relax. It's just been, I don't know why. I don't know why it's been hurting. It hasn't hurt this bad in years. And who knows, it just could be. It's weird with back pain too, because it's not like, oh, I lifted this heavy thing and I felt it kink up. Literally, like, you can make one wrong move and that was the move that did it. So anyway, that's all I have to say. We are feeling so blessed. We're feeling so exhausted. My kids were at the church. We didn't leave till like 6 o'clock. After 6 o'clock, we were there at 9 o'clock. So you do the math, like 9 hours. And the kids were angels. I mean, they ran around, they played, typical pastor's kids. They all did so good. They ate, they played with some of the other friends that were there. And they just are the best kids in the world. And I'm so grateful for them. They're so like, I don't know what the word is, but just like go with the flow. And I mean, Nate did wonderful today. And Lucy and Mark too. Everybody just did really great. I mean, no naps, no breaks. I was, busy all day checking on them, and they would be playing in a room, and, we had different people go in and be with them, and they would run around for a while near us, and they'd go find another room. But they had fun, and I'm just very thankful for all of you who have stood by us during this process. And I'm so glad that I have it documented, this whole process, because it's been, I feel like, such a roller coaster. Like, honestly, such a roller coaster. We could look back at so many moments this year where things were crazy. But now look at us. We're on the other side of it, and God has been so faithful. And he's never left our side. Even when we did not feel him or see him, he was still there working. So I hope that encourages you. God is so good and he is faithful. And sometimes it doesn't work out as fast as you want it to. And sometimes it does, but most of the time it's slower than you want. But all of it is in his timing. He's trying to teach you. He's trying to grow you. He's trying to use these things to help you be better. And at the end of the day, you can look back and see that when you're on the other side of it. But when you're in the middle of it, it's kind of hard. So anyway, I know this video is kind of different. I'm sorry. I will get clips as best as I can once we get the video footage from today and show you guys. I don't know if there's anything really. There's a video that we played during worship that showed a lot of the remodeling process. So maybe I can show you guys some clips of that. But anyway, regardless, thank you so much for being here today. I know so many of you are celebrating with me. I got so many messages today from all of you wishing us a great day. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being with me through this. The best is yet to come. So stay tuned. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe. If you're new, you don't want to miss out on anything else. And we'll see y'all tomorrow.